Good morning, traders. I am Stephen Davis, Senior Market Strategist, RJO Futures. It's Friday morning, February 26th. We're going to talk to you about the grain markets here in the next couple of minutes. Okay, so these charts that I put in front of you now, they kind of look a little top-heavy, so I'm curious what you think about these charts. First chart of corn here. We're backing and filling. Corn's down a few cents as we speak here this morning. Soybeans are down 6, and wheat is down 15, so there is some profit taking in the air. You know, we had the 3-day fund activity where the funds go in days of 3 buying. So when funds are not buying, gravity takes hold here. So certainly corn and soybeans backing and filling. Weather's getting back to a little more normal. So the wheat, Kansas City wheat's down double digits here today. So we'll kind of see how we end the week. Sorghum acres. This is a good story. You know, we need milo to feed in Kansas, and then the Kansas farmers, they can export any sorghum that's left to China. So kind of makes sense. Good story there. So as we move into spring, and the fight for acres is going to be tense here, and sorghum acres, you're going to see that pick up, and where they're going to come from, I'm not exactly sure. So exports this week, we're real positive. We're not record weekly export sales. Soybean meal exports were almost as large as soybean export sales this week, so kind of interesting there. China, there were some cancellation announcements this week, and China's notorious for that. They can book all these export sales and then cancel them and then come back in and buy soybeans, for example, at lower prices. So they're good at doing that, and we had that this week, those headlines there. So as we move into the spring now, there's just no buffer here in our carryover in predictions here for weather risk. So the western corn belt is a barren desert as we speak, and this moisture has got to pick up and got to improve here as we move into the spring planting. So Chinese export demand is going to clean out the cupboard here, and after they take what they want here, the Chinese, the domestic end users, are going to be left to fight for what's left over. So kind of a good story here, and we'll keep talking about all of that. Our new agricultural secretary, Tom Vilsack, supposedly an ethanol bull here, and is saying that Beijing is living up to their Phase 1 trade deals that they announced. So China continues to buy U.S. agriculture at just an unprecedented pace, and I think it's going to continue here. So, you know, with all of this, the acreage fight, and now we have the funds in here, you really don't know how high prices can go. You don't know how crazy these things can get, and stay tuned. We'll be talking about all of that. But in my analysis, it does seem to be that it's going to take more than a year to rebuild these stockpiles here that we talk about. So the tide for commodities is here. We talk about that now on a daily basis. Look at copper wire, look at cotton, look at sugar. These markets are going to go off the page on the upside here. So the appetite continues for commodities here. And, you know, exports, Mexico last year bought a lot of pork and a lot of U.S. chicken from us. The Canadians, our neighbor to the north, you know, how we treated them the last 4 years, I don't agree with. So we need to get this trading, agricultural trading in North America here going on all cylinders. Let's all have an excellent weekend.